solving the quarterback issue is obviously not, it's not unique to the Browns, but it has been so long. That is what's unique to the Browns. But you look at it, the Russell Wilson trade to the Broncos didn't work out. Now he's playing pretty well. Deshaun Watson trade didn't work out. 49ers give up 3 first-round picks to move up and draft Trey Lance early in the draft, and they get lucky because they pick a guy that's last in the draft who's playing in Brock Purdy. Um, uh, how is it that some franchises seem to be able to find quarterbacks and have a succession plan, and some can't find one?
Well, I think a lot of it has to do with scouting inside out. You got to know what you're looking for. You got to have some continuity and some consistency within the framework of your team, right? And I think to me, the Browns have gone through a lot of changes. I mean, they've been through a lot of general managers, me included. They've been through a lot of coaches, and there's constant change. And I think to me, they've got to have some stability where you can develop a system of offense where you can plug a player in and find it. I mean, it's really not that hard. Bill Walsh found quarterbacks all the time, whether it was Jeff Garcia, whether it was Joe Montana, then Steve Young, who nobody wanted at the time. They were able to find players because they had a system. They knew what they were looking for in the system, and they found players. It's the same thing that Kyle Shanahan did with Brock Purdy. He has a system of offense. He knows what traits are really important in that system, and he finds them, and he can coach the quarterback. I think to me, some of these teams that when you go with this analytical base where you're looking strictly at numbers, you miss some of the key components within the scheme framework.
So when your organizations that you were the general manager, um, when they were looking at quarterbacks, what were traits, what were things that you valued that you wanted to see from guys you were bringing into your organization?
Well, I was fortunate to work for Coach Walsh in San Francisco and Coach Belichick in New England, and then also with him in Cleveland. And I think, you wanted somebody who could be a really good leader. You wanted somebody who could, had great anticipation with the football, who was accurate. And he was the hardest worker on the team, and the team could rally around him, and he made other players better. I think it's hard. You have to be in concert with your coaching staff because you can't, this can't be a decision based on what the quarterback coach wants. This is an organizational philosophy. So Mike Tomlin, Russell Wilson isn't coming in to run Russ's offense. He's not cooking. He's running what the Steelers want to run and how they want to play the game. I think that's really the difference in all this. And when you're a general manager in the league, if you don't have the full authority to really control all those things, it becomes a lot harder.